You obviously saw what Rebecca said about like what sort of changes the incoming applicants, like how the distribution might change in going into colleges. What's your take on how standardized tests affect somebody's ability to be able to be successful post-college? Something we don't talk about a whole lot. Is there anything that you learn throughout the process of taking an SAT that helps you later in life, right? We probably get this question from students many times. It's usually
Sure.
about specific questions, right? Like why is this relevant to my life? But that process, how is that process helpful to a student once they've graduated college?
Yeah, this is a classic question. Once again, like you mentioned, the value proposition of why do this at all, right? Like, why not just apply to test optional schools that I feel are a good fit, so that I don't have to suffer through the rigors and the frustration of standardized testing. In many ways, again, I'll use the same analogy. Why do people run marathons? No one's requiring you to run 26 miles over the course of what, like 4 hours? But it's a way to push yourself. It's a way to communicate to schools that you are willing to devote time, energy, and effort to, like you mentioned, project planning, so that you can overcome an intellectual challenge. And I think, that pays out dividends years down the line. I remember being a junior in high school and being completely skeptical of the whole process. And, looking back, hindsight here, I really wish someone had communicated this value proposition to me that, look, you're not taking a standardized test to get a magic number that you wave around in a job interview or as you look at, post secondary opportunities, but just the satisfaction you get from achieving your goals after you planned out a rigorous process. That alone to me is worth it. And that can set you on a trajectory for future successes. Are you preparing for business school and taking the GMAT? Are you trying to get into medical school and taking the MCAT? It's all aligned with setting a goal, planning your approach, and then executing when it matters on test day or in the big moment.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for that, Scott.